Welcome back to Spilling the Gravy. I'm Antonia.
And I'm Michelle.
Our mother-in-law and daughter-in-law duo talking about everything.
I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm the daughter-in-law.
Just in case anybody was wondering.
And it's Christmas time. We've been doing so many Christmas episodes, and we still have more. And today, we're talking about gifting. Woo!
Gifting. What song? I didn't come up with a song.
Oh, you didn't come up with a song? That's your thing.
Darn, that is my thing. Okay, it'll come to me, and then I'll just break out into song.
Okay, perfect. Also, look.
Oh!
If you're listening to us, we have Christmas nails. She has
Woo!
green and I have red. The power of Christmas.
The power of Christmas. It's our mill dill Christmas magic.
This was not planned. Thanks for doing our nails, Sally.
Yes.
All right. Well, here. Cheers. Episode 12.
Salute. Cheers.
Almost Christmas.
Merry Christmas. My favorite time of year. All I want for Christmas is you. I knew I'd come up with one that has to do with gifting.
Go. Perfect.
Okay. See,
Perfect.
I don't want gifts. I just want my family.
Since we're talking about gifting, maybe we should start out and then talk about some of your most memorable gifts that you received as a kid.
I do. There is one in particular that I remember. So when we were kids, we weren't allowed to come out. And I kind of kept this up with my kids when they were little. You weren't allowed to come out of your room until like Grammy and Pa told us we could come out. And I did that with the boys because especially I know with my boys, it was always like, could we get a sneak peek? Every kid is curious. Did Santa come? Did he not come? What did he leave? What do the boxes look like to know if they got what they asked for?
Yep.
So no one was allowed to look, especially if one was up before the other. Like, nope, you got to stay in bed until we give you the cue. So I grew up that way too. And then it was always a big to-do. Like Pa do you even know what a Super 8 movie camera is?
No.
So I figured that. Back in the olden days, to film, no sound, just to film before like video recorders, like when you guys were young. It was like this movie camera that you would watch then on a projector. So he would be, yes. Yeah. So he would be waiting for us to come out so that he could capture the moment when we saw everything under the tree. So it was very cute. And I like can picture it in my head, like us in our like onesie footy pajamas. I mean, me towering over them. I'm 6 and 7 years older than my brothers, but coming out and, all sleepy eyed and looking and like the excitement when we saw it. So to me, that was always like, the magic of seeing all the gifts under the tree. Like he came. And I do remember one year, I don't even remember if I asked for it. I'm assuming I did, but knowing me, I find it hard to believe that I did ask for this because I'm not artsy or musically inclined. I got an organ.
What?
I got an organ. Like
you got an organ?
Not like a baby grand piano. It was like a plastic organ that was, was set up though, but big. And I remember just like being in awe that this organ was set up next to the tree. So that's one that like in particular,
I've never heard this story.
That sticks out for me.
That's pretty funny. I've never heard this story.
Yeah. I mean, other than Grammy and Pa were so good. Like I always pretty much got what I wanted from my list. And it would always be a lot of dolls, like this more me, Barbie dolls, my Cher doll at one point that I got, my Baby Alive. Like I just remember lots of dolls and, easy bake ovens and things like that. So
different than what kids ask for now.
Exactly.
Like
there was
iPads
no, the organ was like my version of an electronic back then. So yeah, I mean, that was the fun of it.
For me, you actually know my most memorable gift. Can you guess it?
Oh no.
I got it for Christmas from my mother.
And I know it.
And you know it, and we talk about it frequently.
Why can't I remember it? Hint?
A book.
A book. You in a book?
Yeah.
A book.
The Big Book of Why.
Why? How did I not remember that?
So The Big Book of Why is a gift that I got from my mom because
I'm surprised you didn't write that book.
Yeah, because I ask why to everything, like the most random things. Like, why is the sky blue? Why this? Why that? Why that? And I used to ask my mom why everything. So then she bought me a book called The Big Book of Why. And that's probably my most memorable gift because I opened it. I'm like, what the heck is this?
A book for Christmas.
And I was she's like, it's The Big Book of Why because you asked me so many damn questions.
And granted, most kids ask, why mom? Why dad? Why? But you do it even as a 28-year-old adult.
I ask why to everything. My brain just works differently.
And then we get on a tangent.
I'll literally go on a deep dive of like why. Anyway, that's probably my most memorable. But I do also remember, this one's actually from my dad. So you don't really know, but you know now because of me.
Oh, and I think I know this story too.
I was obsessed with American Girl dolls. And I was spoiled from my nanny, who I had 3, which is a lot. But my nanny spoiled me. But I really wanted one year for Christmas, Coconut. And if you know American Girl doll, you know who Coconut is. Coconut is the dog from American Girl doll. That's this little like Shih Tzu white dog that goes with your doll. And I said, I want Coconut so bad. Somebody get me Coconut. And my dad, Christmas morning, so I would have Christmas at my mom's house and then eventually go to my dad's house. And I open up this American Girl doll box.
And you're all excited, I'm
yes,
sure.
It's Coconut. And I open it. It's a literal coconut. A literal coconut.
Larry's too funny.
And he bought me a coconut. Not Coconut the dog. A coconut. A brown, hairy coconut.
Did you start crying?
No, I think I was I don't remember. I was old enough. I don't think I was crying, but I was like, what the heck?
She was like, why? Why is there a coconut?
Why is there a coconut? And then he goes, you told me you wanted a coconut. I was like, not this coconut. I wanted the dog coconut. And then he ended up coming out with the coconut. But it was just a prank. But those are like my 2 most memorable gifts.
So you actually got like 2 Christmas mornings, kind of.
I had a Christmas morning and a Christmas night.
Okay.
Because I don't know if it was every year, but I remember Christmas morning was normal at my nanny's house with my mom, and like we did the whole thing. And then I remember years where I did go there that night and I had Christmas with my dad, but I don't know if that was every year or if I did it another day with him sometimes. I don't really remember. I do remember being there on Christmas Day at night sometimes. So yeah, but either way, whenever I would see him, we would have like another Christmas too.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
2 is better than 1.
Nice. Yeah.
Can't get enough Christmas.
It's the benefit of having parents who aren't together.
My poor kid suffered through 1 Christmas morning.
They're fine.
So to me, Santa, and I don't really, so here's, again, disclaimer, if there's kids, maybe they should leave. I ended up deducing what was from my parents when I started realizing that the handwriting and the wrapping paper was the same.
Oh, you figured it out on your own.
I did.
From that.
Yes. And so then like I started wondering, and then there were rumblings at school of certain things. So then I put 2 and 2 together and I'm like, there's hijinks going on here. So because of that made me over the top
crazy
with my own kids and how to make sure that Santa was Santa. Santa gifts were Santa gifts. Our gifts were our gifts. So there was no confusion as to what was from Santa, and that Santa did come every year.
My mom also did this. I also had different wrapping paper. I don't think as extravagant as you would go with the wrapping paper, but I did have Santa paper and Santa handwriting and all of that. So it's definitely more of a common thing, I guess, during like your generation of parents than previously.
Because we learned from our parents' failures.
Yes. And Evan believed for a long time.
Oh, Evan still believes in the miracle of Santa, I think.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Evan definitely believed in the miracle of Santa longer than some kids doubted.
Yeah.
And I went to great lengths to make sure of that.
And it's so fun. But Santa paper is seriously like crazy in your house.
There is still Santa still comes to our
Santa
house.
still comes to our house. It's just me and Evan here. Santa gives us one gift each.
Yeah, well, you guys get more than one gift from Santa. Jeff gets very upset because Santa usually has the better gifts than what we give. Jeff has felt that way since the kids were little. Why does Santa get to give them this gift that they really wanted instead of us?
Now, did Jeff get say in what gifts were from who?
No.
Or did he just find out that morning?
Mrs. Claus makes those decisions.
But did Jeff find out that morning?
Or when you could say morning, you mean like 2 to 3 a.m. when I was wrapping on Christmas morning?
No.
Yes, that's probably when he found
No,
out.
I meant like morning as they're opening it.
No, probably while they were being wrapped, because then, you have to. So also under the tree, Santa gifts are separate from mom and dad gifts. So he is the one who sets all the gifts up under the tree. Yeah. So then he would know what was from Santa and what was from us.
Very true.
Very competitive with Santa, my husband is.
If only he knew.
If only he knew. But I think a kid, you're making your list for Santa for what you really want, or you're sitting on his lap at the mall telling the Santa helper Santa what you want, and he's delivering that message to Santa. So Santa should be the one to give those gifts.
That is very true. And I believe in that too. And I still believe in that. And Santa is still very much alive.
Yes. I mean, we saw him a couple weeks ago in the parade.
Oh, right. I was like, when did we see Santa Claus?
He was there at the Macy's parade.
He was. That's the real Santa. We've talked about this. That's the real Santa. Mall Santas are helpers, and then they do their duties. But no, the real Santa's at the Macy's Day Parade, and he comes to your house on Christmas. Gotten a gift that you haven't liked before?
If only Jeff was here to be partaking in this conversation with us. I mean, I'm sure every single person has gotten something that they weren't thrilled with. I should have learned to practice what I preach to my kids, but I feel like this was before we had kids. Jeff does so many things well, very, very well. He gets very nervous when it comes to buying gifts, though.
Yeah.
So he struggles. So I think we've come now to the point where he's like, can you just send me some choices and I can pick between the choices? And that works better for all. No one's disappointed.
But what I hate is that you purchase them.
Not always.
Most of the time you buy everything.
Really only my stocking stuffers. I make a list, like a cart, and I'm like, if you'd want to just get this is all like stocking stuffers that you can get.
She does this with him. Granted, Jeff knows that he's like not the best at this, right?
If not, he does now.
No, I mean, I think he knows he's like, he tries very, very hard.
Oh, yes.
He tries very, very hard, and he does get good gifts. But like sometimes there's things I'm like,
like what? When you were looking at this, what made you think
the thought Michelle is there?
So for Christmas, we're not like we buy each other a bunch of things. Like, yeah, maybe when we were younger and before we had the kids, and even when the kids were little. But then it became more about them, and we get each other something, but not over the top. Like, no. I think when you get older, you kind of get what you want when you want it. So it's just, a few things here and there, whatever. We were never big like Christmas gift exchangers. Yeah. It's just whatever. But we learned over the years. So to get back to a gift that I didn't love, and God bless him, it was jewelry too. And it was just the two of us. It was definitely before we had kids, and I opened it, and I guess he could just see all over my face.
This was before kids, you said?
I'm pretty sure it was before, because it was many, many years ago. And I opened it, and I tried to quickly recover and it's just not something that was my style at all. But he immediately read it in my face, and I felt terrible that he knew. And he was like, "You hate it." And I'm like, no, I don't. I really I tried to recover, but it was too late because it showed in my face. So I think that was a lesson learned for me. Like, I would always tell the boys, when you open gifts, anything, Christmas, birthdays, whatever it is, I don't care if you already have it. I don't care if you hate it. Clothes, like no kid likes to open clothes when they're little. Whatever it is, You open it, you smile, you say, yay, thank you. You thank the people. You don't like it, you got to duplicate. We deal with it later when we're alone. But I never, because I hate that. I hate that I even did that to Jeff. Like, I hate somebody feeling bad about what they gifted you.
Yeah.
Because usually that person is excited that they bought it for you.
Yeah, exactly. And they put thought behind it.
Right.
Especially, that's what I'm saying. Jeff puts so much thought behind these gifts. I feel like because he feels the pressure of like, I have to get something good that she's really going to like. And I will say the last few years, he has done very good.
Yeah,
at least with
he
me.
Gets options.
Well, because he also
he also has you now too. So that
I'm not taking credit for it. He gives me the idea. He's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Yes, good job."
Yes. So it helps to have somebody to back. And that happened with me with my father. And my father always got my mother good gifts. But then, as I was old enough, it was always like, here's my card. Go get your mother a gift.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the benefit of having a daughter. So.
Because then he would struggle a little bit too. I'm sure Grammy would say everything Pa did was perfect.
Well, now she would say that.
Once I was old enough, it was on me to buy her a gift from him. And talking about like gifts, because we're in the middle of talking about like gifts you like or don't like. Mm-hmm. You also have to learn this, and you'll find this out someday from your children when there's a holiday shop at school.
Yeah, I used to go to them too.
Well, so I used to work the holiday shop quite often.
Of course you did.
So I would try to. So it was very cute, and I like I'm sure most schools do this, but you'd get a list sent home, and the holiday shop is going to be 3 days or whatever it is, and the kids could write down, or you wrote down for them like who they could buy for, how much on each person. And then you sent them in with money. And then when their class went and they bought their gifts. So we would always put like, for me and for Jeff, for Grammy and Pa, they would get Aunt Pat something. So they would always have like the few people
tchotchke thing
for each other. I mean, if it was Evan was buying 12 things for himself at the holiday shop.
This boy's personality just never changed.
So when I was there and they didn't always want me, like I would try not to necessarily be there when they were going because they wanted to surprise me.
Yeah.
But then I would always, because I was there, I knew what was at the holiday shop. So I would try to steer them in like, hey, I don't want to stifle my kids and let them buy, but like, we don't need like some of the crap that's there. Like try to steer them in the right direction. But let's face it, everything there is crap.
Yeah.
But it's cute because it's the first time that they're Christmas shopping on their own.
And then they could think about it like, oh, my mom would like this. Like, It's just that point.
So they definitely got, the jewelry gift giving from their dad. And I would get, like, Evan would be so cute. He'd be so excited. And it would be like some little piece of jewelry that I had there that I was like, oh, my neck's definitely going to be green when I wear this.
Oh, my gosh.
But I would wear it because he got it for me. But it was so fun. Like, we still put on the tree. You saw those. We put them in the back of the tree. But there's all these little number one mom, number one dad. Or
the little ornaments.
We have how many of them?
I know.
Because those are all from the holiday shop.
And they're the same every year. Like, change the design.
Exactly. Pa had, I don't know how many, like, number one grandpa screwdriver.
That's like the number one thing that was always there. Is like the number one whoever. Exactly. And like, that's what the kids bought because it said their name on it. Like, that's what I did too. I did the same thing.
So it was very cute, and that was their first experience with gift giving. But that's where you have to start to learn, like, and you were excited because they were excited. But yeah, so that just hit me.
I will say Evan is a great gift giver. Evan is also probably the most, and it's so funny because I'm like not a romantic person really. And he is like the most romantic, like thoughtful person. And it's just so not me, but he always gets me really good gifts.
He does put a lot of thought behind it.
And it's like I could say something like 6 months ago and then he would have like noted it. He clocked it. He clocked it. And then he would get it. So he's a really good gift giver.
He is. So you know where it started at the holiday shop.
I'm glad I didn't get number one wife.
It's never too late.
It's true.
Yes. He, like I said, half of what he bought was for him. But the point was he still thought about everybody else he would get gifts for.
That's very true. Very true.
Anyway, I just thought of that. But Then, so getting back to like the how many times they would open gifts. So
Yeah.
it would start on Christmas Eve, and we would have the Calandrillo Christmas Eve. So they would get their gifts from the Calandrillo side there. So then Evan, Ryan, Corey, and JJ would have their little gift giving because they were, for a long time, the only kids at that celebration. Then that would roll right in. We'd come home and they'd be all excited, like, oh, I can remember them looking out the windows because my father-in-law lived about a half an hour from us. So they would be, and it would usually be late. And they'd be like, and they, from all night long at their house, they'd be on is it NORAD? What was the tracker that you would go on to see when Santa was coming?
I don't remember, but I know what it looks like.
So they would be on the computer to see, like, Santa's in Spain now. Oh, no, now he's in Montana. Oh, now, Santa really gets around on Christmas Eve.
He's like bopping all around. Too.
So they'd be panicking, like, oh my God, he's like in West Virginia. He's getting closer. Like, we need to get home. So the whole ride home, they'd be like looking up in the sky. I think I see something. We have to be home. So
he's not going to give us our gifts.
So they would be very worried. So we'd get home. We'd bring in all the gifts from that night, overnight, doing our thing to get ready for Santa to come in the morning. So then there's the morning of Santa. Then we talked about this, I think, last week. Then we would, for a while, we would go over by my parents and they would open the gifts from them. And when my brothers were still home, from their uncles.
Yep.
And then later on, whoever was hosting, whoever we were having Christmas Day with, they would open those gifts, whatever they got there.
Endless amounts of
gifts.
And
then usually the next day it would be at my mother-in-law's, and then we would go there and they would have more gifts.
Yes.
And then we would get together with friends, like the Fisks.
Oh, yeah.
And then they would all open gifts.
It's
so
just endless.
It was like a week of gift giving.
Yeah, it's like your whole holiday break is just then over because you're always seeing all these different people, and then you just do the same thing all over again. You eat, you open gifts, you go to bed, you eat, you open gifts, you go to bed.
But fun.
It's so much
thing
fun.
Of celebration.
Yes. I think we should talk about Christmas Eve night too.
Yeah.
So obviously now things are a little bit different because your boys are older.
Yes, you have to change the gift giving at some point for the extended family.
But if there are kids in the room, they should probably leave because now we're really talking about it. So I can't imagine. First of all, you operate on a different line because you work so well last minute.
Yeah, I thrive under pressure.
And it could never be me. Like whenever I'm a mom, I would be like, okay, I need to start early because then I'm like, I'm going to forget something early. You will be like you said, 2:00 in the morning, wrapping gifts.
Yeah.
That Santa sent you.
Lori and I used to be like we should call each other because we would be leaving Christmas Eve together. And it was late, knowing we hadn't done crap that we needed to do. And like, okay, we're going to be out. Like we were kindred spirits, knowing together we were wrapping till 2 a.m.
It's so funny. And so then the wrapping paper that you would use for Santa was very much different, like we said. Do you have some of your favorite ones that you remember that you've gotten from Santa? Because there was always a theme. There was a theme.
You're talking about wrapping paper?
For each kid. Not just like Santa wrapped the same presents.
Each kid gets their own Santa paper.
There was their own Santa papers.
I mean,
she still does it. She does this for me.
Yes. It would depend. Sometimes it would depend on like what they were into that year. So like, it was. I mean, a lot of times it was superheroes. So like maybe Spider-Man for Ryan. Superman, like whatever, Batman, whatever, and then. If it was a Star Wars year. So it was always something they were into. SpongeBob. But of course, not just like regular, like it had to be holiday themed superhero.
Yeah, no, it was
character.
like SpongeBob with Santa hats.
Yeah.
And like
Disney Christmas.
Yep.
So it always was kind of what they were into or things that they liked. And like last year, Santa had Santa hockey paper.
Yeah, like where do you find Santa hockey paper?
You had cows. You had Santa cows.
I had Santa cows. They were so cute. I loved it.
So yeah, you'll just have to wait and see what Santa brings this year.
Did you order it already?
Santa did order it already.
The best is like, I feel like when you order these custom papers, there's not enough.
just enough for Santa. Well, when they
because
were
I
little,
feel like the rolls are so small.
yeah, when they were little, I had to buy. I mean, the ones I'm buying now are more. I don't need as much. When they were little, I needed a lot more Santa paper, so I had to make sure I had enough. So that would be the thing too. If I overbought and then I had extra, I had to hide it or throw it out because they couldn't see the Santa paper.
No.
So yeah, I was even as crazy as that. Like, you couldn't use the same Santa paper the following Christmas. That was a big no-no in my book.
And if you're as crazy as she is, I have a tip for you. Staples. You can make your own custom wrapping paper. Mm-hmm. So if you're a little bit Canva savvy, you can design your own wrapping paper, send it to Staples, and then pick up your own custom roll.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
I mean, that's like right up my alley. I should just do that for a living.
And FYI, if you're going to have your own Santa paper, the labels need to be different too. Santa has his own.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what are you talking about?
To and from labels.
Yeah. So do you have custom labels too?
No, just different.
Just different. I don't know if they do custom labels, but Staples, that's a great plan for custom wrapping paper. Because I think you should, and he's going to know about this now, but I think you should do Coco on Jeff's wrapping paper.
Oh, my God.
That would be so cute.
We have a lot of custom Coco things.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, that's the other thing with wrapping, is because we do the secret Santa, white elephant, whatever you want to call it, with the Calandrilla. We do it for both Calandrilla family and my side of the family. The Calandrilla family side is a little crazier than my side of the family. We go a little more wild on that side, but it's also deciding what you're going to put whatever you get in there, because if not so much anymore, because again, the kids are older, so they're usually getting a gift card or whatever. They're not really getting a gift anymore, but I'd always have to make sure, like, it can't be the same paper, so they don't know whose white elephant or whose secret Santa gift it is. So that's another time you have to be strategic with your wrapping paper.
There is so much strategy around gifting for Christmas. It's not even just like with the paper. It's just with everything. It's even like, so when there's, I don't know, and maybe other families do this too, but like at least in our family, and obviously everybody's Italian, there's like a system, there's a structure, there's a price, there's a who's aging out of the gifts, who's not. Like, there is a whole system. Essentially, think of the book from our wedding episode when we talk about like the gifts, the gift book that you get and you write everybody down. Like, that's kind of what it is for Christmas, because then it's like, okay, well, Johnny is 21 years old, so Johnny's booted out of this, and like that's it. So.
I have not for, well, yeah, even for the extended family that I buy gifts for, I have spreadsheets, Excel spreadsheets that I keep from year to year. And well, I need it to keep me organized during the current holiday, because I have the boys. So I'm also, everyone, for my kids, everything has to be even. The number of things they open, the price has to be very similar, as close as I can get. You saw this year, $2 difference. I was within $2 between the two of them. And I'll probably, what did Jeff say? You probably buy a pack of gum for the one that's $2 with difference. But the price has to be the same. And so, again, it's just, I know they don't know if it's things they want. They don't know what the price is, but it means something to me. I don't want either one to feel like they were slighted. So, and they have to have the exact same number of things. So that was it growing up, because especially when they're little, like no little kid wants, like, he's got one more than I do. Yeah. They're full-blown adults, but I think they would still care if one had more to open than the other.
Oh, yeah.
So I still do that right down to the number of gifts and the amount I spend. So I keep my spreadsheet, so it's organized, so I know what I got, what came. Now, if perhaps because of the pricing, one would have less number of things to open than the other, then I figure out what I can wrap together for the one. So it's still the same number.
I'm telling you,
there's a lot involved in this.
She puts so much thought. It's like, it's all like so much love, because you just want them to feel the magic and like feel like, no, everything is even. Like, I love my boys equally. I don't have a favorite child.
I don't. There's a lot involved in this. So yeah. I mean, I don't get that crazy with the stocking stuffer. It's kind of even, but I give
Also,
up.
her
I give up
stocking stuffers
somewhere.
are actually crazy because the stockings
They
never
don't
big
fit.
enough. It's like you have the stocking, and she has big stockings, right? So there's huge stockings, and then she stuffs it to the point where Ryan's ripped, and then there's a bag next to your stocking
leftovers.
for the left. Like what? You feel the
The
stocking.
overflow.
There doesn't need to be overflow.
Because when I'm buying it, I don't realize that it's not going to fit. And then I often find stocking stuffers that I bought that I forgot to put in.
Yeah,
we talked about this.
you
Like
find them
a
months
month
later.
that I threw in somewhere. But back to Christmas Eve and the Secret.
We're all over the place.
We do it, and I don't remember. It's been a number of years now that we started doing it, and it just becomes a whole chaotic party. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoys doing it. It is that stressful though too, I think, for both families when we have to do it, because the first couple of years you look for like whatever crap you get that you can, because it has to be generic, because you don't know if you're doing it for a man or a
Are we
woman.
talking about for White Elephant?
For White Elephant.
Yeah.
So it's a man or a woman could open it. So it's kind of hard when you have to be that generic
It's got to be
about
like a
it.
gender neutral gift,
Right.
and like something that may be useful or interesting, funny.
So I think the first few years it's easier. But then when you start doing the number of years we had,
it's like
there's
repetitive
so
gifts.
many blankets you could put in, so many chargers you could
A
put
ring
in,
camera.
so many.
Like it's like the same.
It gets to be the
shit.
same thing over and over again. So it becomes more pressure too to come up with your
Find
gifts
something
for
different.
those. But once we are in it, it becomes funny. Like the
Oh,
Calandrillo
yeah.
side, the stealing. We have there's a lot of rules around that
we talked
too.
about this last episode. That's just pure
It's pure
circus.
chaos.
Pure circus. Like there's no. I don't know. Whatever. We talked about it
Yes.
last time, but that's just pure chaos. The one in the Macleo side.
Not as chaotic.
No,
I feel
still
like
funny.
there's still funny. I feel like it's almost more competitive on that side with the gifts.
Yeah, it's like very
like who got it is
serious.
competitive because my cousin Kim bought at one point a white elephant statue, and whoever everybody
about
votes whoever everyone votes had the best white elephant gift for that year
Got
wins the white elephant for the year and has to bring it back the next year.
Yeah, it's like
So that's competitive.
it's very competitive. And then wasn't there one where like there was a Jack Daniels bottle? And then
that
Nick stole it, but then we
From
found
Jeff,
out. Then
and
we
then-
found out that Nick bought it. Like what?
And the year that Evan stole the why Evan even wanted this, the paraffin
This is
hand,
such an Evan gift.
whatever. It was
The wax, the paraffin wax.
to soften your hand, because Evan always concerned about his dry hands. But Alicia had it,
Yeah.
my sister-in-law, and she wanted it, and he stole it from her, and she was very upset by that. And she asked,
Why does Evan need a paraffin wax machine?
She still asks him about that. I bet you never used that.
He doesn't. I don't even know where it is.
And then
he just did it to do it. Like that was the point of it.
And then there was the year that, again, I love you, Alicia, stole Grammy's gift. So if you steal the
she
gift,
gave the candy to
if
her.
you steal the gift, your gift that you had goes to the person you stole from. And it was a bag full of candies. My mother is a diabetic.
But what did Grammy have? I don't remember.
I don't remember what
The air tags? Was
I
that
don't
the air
remember.
tags?
Or was it? It might be. So when there's money involved, like if it's
Or the lotto.
if it's lotto, or
those
we've
go
done
quick.
like money trees and things like
Yeah.
that, everybody fights
Yeah.
over those. So
And you
I
can
don't
only steal
remember if it
twice.
was something like that.
You can only
but
steal a gift twice. So then once like it's stolen twice, if like you take it and then it's
It's
stolen
out
twice,
of-
it's yours.
yeah.
So, but yes, I remember that. I think it was the air tags, maybe.
I don't
that
know, but it was
story.
very so it gets very funny and very competitive.
Give the diabetic the candy.
It's cutthroat.
It's so much fun though. That's why I like White Elephants, because it's just funny. And I know it gets competitive and stuff. And like, yeah, you get the boring gifts sometimes, like the UGG blanket or whatever. Like it's the
Like
same
I said,
thing.
those things are like fun the first few years. Like, oh my God, I love it. And
Yeah.
I remember the first year there was an UGG blanket involved. Like everybody fought over it.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, another blanket this year. Like
Yeah.
it just, but it is what
Yeah.
it is, because you can only think of so many different things.
That's why I think one year, obviously not this year, it's too late, but we should do like just funny gifts.
Yeah.
Like tchotchke funny, ridiculous gifts And like, yes, okay, you're spending the money on like nonsense to get nonsense, but still, like, it's just funny.
Yes. And that's what it's about. And I guess in the end, that's what it's about. Like, it's not about the gift and having to spend a ton of money. It's about the fun of it.
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
you know,
the
it's
memories of
the memories,
doing
the
it.
family time, just the laughs, the fun. So, which again is what it really should be all about, not just the, because I know we're talking about making it very materialistic, but I think our family's not really, not really materialistic as I talk about all the gifts I buy the boys but that's part of, you're doing it with love. And I think that we have so many things we do beyond the gifts that the gifts are just, you know, 'tis the season of gift giving, but we make it about so much more.
And then besides White Elephant that we do, you also open presents from like the other parents or who are like the cousins.
So there's a lot more kids on my side, the Maglio side, than on the Calandrillo side for little kids.
And they're little kids, yeah.
Growing up now, but for years, you know, big age range from my kids being way older than the rest of all the cousins, like my cousins' kids, my kids. So opening gifts is always a project.
Oh, yeah.
And there's tons of them.
Yeah. So you go in age order.
One at a time. So I think that's a whole big debate. You know, open up at the same time or one at a time.
And now how many kids is there? Probably like 12, 8 to 12.
Now, I mean, obviously because of aging out and things, it changes over the years. But I guess it's at its height. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, like 9.
So like 9 kids.
Now there's a couple more, but
so was it always the cousins that gave gifts to the kids?
And my aunts and,
yeah, everybody, right?
Right.
Pretty much
everybody.
Me
for my nephews, my brothers and sister-in-laws for my kids. So it was like the cousins exchange, the aunts and uncles exchange. So
now when did this start? Because you were obviously the first one to have kids.
I
assume everyone kind of gave Evan a gift.
But it started from before because we were doing that. You know, my mom and my aunts were doing it with me and my brothers and my cousins. So it's just carried on.
Got it. That makes sense. But then you start from youngest going up to oldest, and then the oldest would just have to wait their entire time for all the little kids to open their gifts, and then they have all cards.
Well,
essentially.
and that's the thing, because the younger you are, it's like the bigger the pile you have, because it's less expensive stuff and it's a lot of toys. And so you'd have like, there'd be years where, because there's so many different people that you're getting gifts from, like you can't see the kid because the pile's so high.
Yeah.
And then the poor, which was always my kids, you know, the oldest, eventually you're like, oh, great. I have like 3 gift cards that I'm getting, but I got to sit here and wait for my turn.
That's why it's so funny, because I remember last year, that was probably Brian's last year, I guess. He's just standing in the back like, when do I get to go? Let me know when I get to go. Yeah. And all he's
not
doing
even
is
that
opening.
He wants to go at that point, but he's just like, he knows he's got to be participate. Yeah. So like, just and let me know.
Just opening the envelopes, gift cards, cash, thank you, Thank you, Ro. Thank you, everybody.
But even that becomes like a debate, you know, for you, like, because there's always somebody who's like, Jeff included, like, can't they all just open it at the same time? And we're like, no, because you want to see
a special little moment.
Right. And as a parent, or I should say as a mom, because I don't think the fathers put as much weight into this or thought about it, that you kind of need to see who gave your kid what, like for the thank yous, for the, you know, if you needed to exchange, whatever it is you want to, and you want to make that person that gave it likes especially if it's like my mom, she wants, this, and I think that's kind of old school telling, because they do that at like
the
showers. They want recognition for what they gave. Now, granted, my mother has not bought one of these gifts herself that these kids are opening.
You can't say that.
She's purchased it. Like, she's physically paid from her money, but she has not usually done the work behind getting that gift. However, it's still the gift from her. So she wants recognition. So she wants to see them open it.
See, now I feel like this is an old school Italian thing.
It absolutely is.
That like when they give you a gift, you better go say thank you, and you better make sure you opened up in front of everybody.
Exactly.
So everybody knows, oh, I gave that gift.
Right.
It's so weird.
We would be at like, and I can remember this distinctly at like bridal showers, like with my great aunts, like, we can't hear who bought that gift. Who is that one from? Like you speak aloud and we can't hear. Like, I don't give a crap who gave that person that gift.
Did not want to open gifts at my shower. Now I know we're off track of Christmas now, but I did not want to open gifts at my shower. And I just hate opening gifts by myself. I get embarrassed. I'm like, what if, I don't know. I don't like doing it. So for me, opening gifts at the shower was like, oh my gosh. And then Grammy's like, bought that.
Because my great aunts that I was talking about were there. Like, they need to hear and they need to see what
but
they
I
got.
feel like that's changed now. I don't think you're like that. I think that's a very old school Italian thing.
I don't care. I have to suffer through watching somebody open all those gifts. But so for Christmas, it's the same. Like, we want to see them individually open it. But for the kids, it's kind of torturous. Like, when like, please let them hurry up and open them. I'm sure,
especially when they're little, like you have to wait there and like wait to open your gifts.
Yeah, it becomes a little bit of torture. Yeah. But that's the way we always did it. And I know that that's a debate between people too. Like, is it ever free for all that everyone opens at once, or is it one by one? And I'm pretty sure, when the boys were little on the Calandrillo side and they were opening gifts and it wasn't just, envelopes, we let them do. But it was only 4 of them. Yeah. So it could be kind of that free for all. Did you do that for
Ryan and Evan in the morning, or did they open at the same time?
They go one by one. Evan opens one, then Ryan opens. Oh no, they open one thing together at a time. So
okay, I was gonna say, because now we do one gift at a time. We open all together now that I'm here too. So, but it's like, I don't like being everybody looking at you.
They open one. They decide which one they want to open. They open it. Pictures of each. Mm-hmm. Then they can go on to the next one. But no, one can't race through their gifts while the other one's still going. It doesn't work that way.
That makes sense. I didn't have that problem. I was the only one. So I think that's why I don't like opening gifts by myself, because I always had to open them by myself. I just want to open them with people. I just want to be excited and yell. Oh, then we can talk about that. So anytime somebody gets a gift, I just scream for no reason.
Not for her. Not her gifts.
When they're Evan, like, my kids are gonna hate me one day, and like Evan, I think, gets so annoyed because he'll be opening gifts on Christmas, and I bought them for him. I know what it is, and I'll be like, oh my god, what is that?
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Well, show me. I want to know what it is. So like, I'll just be so excited.
And like, imagine now we've been out late Christmas Eve, and like, now as adults they're drinking. Now I forced them to get like, all right, we got to get up at a reasonable time to do gifts at some point.
Yep.
And now they're down, and yes, they're still excited it's Christmas, but now you're like still kind of tired, and then you have this one here screaming
because it's just fun. We're not gonna be sad. We're gonna be screaming and happy.
Not sad. Yes, we're gonna.
No, I know, but I try to bring the energy.
You do. You bring it. You bring it, girl.
Okay. We played this game the last few holiday episodes because it's so much fun.
Woo! It's so much fun.
So we're doing a gifting hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot takes. So,
which also allows us to give our opinions.
Well, it's exactly what it is. It's what a hot take is. My hot take. It's my opinion.
Exactly.
So give me your opinion on these things. Regifting items you didn't want.
Regifting. I'm not a big regifter.
I don't think you've ever regift a single thing in your life.
I don't think so either.
I don't think I have regift a gift. I've definitely returned gifts.
Yes.
But I don't think I've gotten something and then gave it to somebody else.
Oh, the only way I could say it's not a re-gift. Like, if I got something that I knew I was going to use, I might ask someone, like, that's not re-gifting, but like, hey, would you like, do you, if you want this, like, you're welcome to, and I'm not going to use it. Like, not giving it back as a gift.
Oh,
but
yeah,
if somebody
just like
wants
giving it to somebody.
So I've done that. I've probably re-gifted like a bottle of wine or something. Like, if I had it and I didn't open it and I had to go somewhere and I was like, oh, shoot, we have that wine. Like, grab that.
I've definitely done wine before because there's just an abundance of wine sitting in my fridge, so like I never know where it came from, so I've definitely
maybe
done
alcohol
that
I've done it, but no, I've never actually wrapped something I got for someone else.
Same.
So I'm gonna say toss that one.
Toss it.
Yes,
toss it. This one's funny. Setting a strict holiday budget.
Toss it. Depends on if you're asking me or Jeff.
I don't think. I'm not saying you. I mean, you spend a lot, but like, I'm not saying you spend millions and millions of dollars. Like, you have self control, but it's just you don't have a budget.
I mean, I know when to say when, sort of.
No, but this is the thing. It's like, you're not spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on Christmas.
No.
It's just, I don't know how to explain it. You just, you see the things on their list and you take them all into account. And then you're like, I should probably do a check on see how much. And then you're like, oh shit.
But I still need to get 3 more things. So
yeah.
I'm still going.
And then you're like, okay, 3 more things and I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I don't ever have a number that I'm like, okay, when I hit this number, I'm done. Yeah. It's more the opposite way where I start buying, like you said, and on my Excel spreadsheet, I will auto sum. I will put the cost of everything and I'll auto sum and I'll be like, okay, how much more can I go before Jeff really has a stroke?
Yeah.
And I sort of do it that way.
How far can I push the limits?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't see, this is a problem.
You don't have kids yet.
I don't have kids yet, so I'm sure it's going to get worse because I try to be, don't go crazy, but also I have this problem where I'm just like, I have to buy it. I'm like, I have to have a good gift. And like, to me, no, the best gift doesn't mean it's the most expensive gift. No. It's just, the boys make lists, right? Everybody makes a list. And I hate buying things off their list. Not because I don't want to get them what they want. I will still get some things off their list. But I want to surprise you. And I want you to have something that you didn't even think that I would get. So that's where my problem comes in. So no, I don't really have a holiday budget either. I try to have a budget throughout the rest of the year. Holidays, not so much.
Yeah, that's why I'll be working until I'm 90.
It's actually yourself a gift while you're out shopping for others.
Keep it.
Keep it. This is like right up Evan's alley. Evan would buy plenty of gifts.
We talked about that
for himself
from the holiday shop. It's never changed. No. And not that I buy myself gifts, but I'll usually like, oh, I need something to wear for Christmas, or so I will start like when UPS is at the door, I have to like, oh, this one was for me, not a gift.
I bought this for myself.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting these boots for someone. I really need boots for myself too. So, but they're because I need them.
Need. Not a want, a need. Getting cash in an envelope.
I mean, obviously it's an age thing. So no, when they're little kids, I mean, my grandmother always did that. So she had a lot of grandchildren and great grandchildren. So it gets to be crazy. And she really didn't have to give, and we would tell her that, like, you didn't have to give anybody anything but she wanted to. So she would get, and I don't know if anybody remembers these. I don't even know if they had them or you remember. And I assume you got them at the bank, but they were holiday envelopes.
Yep.
So she would have her holiday envelope, and then, she did it for years. And then I think my mother, Aunt Ro, did it for her as she got older. So everybody would get not a lot of money, but a little bit of money in an envelope. And then she would pass them out to all the kids. So were the kids as excited? Because this would be even if they were little. Because she would, for a while, like she would say, oh, if you know something they want, that money, spend it. Yeah. And I would buy something, wrap it, bring it. And they would open it up and it was from Naughty. But then I think when they got money, I think little kids don't appreciate getting money because they just want the joy of unwrapping
Once you're in,
something.
Probably like high school, like older high school, like senior in high school, junior in high school. Then you're like, money. I want money.
Yeah.
I want money. I want to go to the mall.
But sometimes I would try to make it, even if the kids were little and they just got money, like, hey, this means you can go to Toys R Us and find something with your own money.
Yeah.
So you can, it's how you make it. But I don't love giving money. I would rather give something. Yeah. But it certainly makes my life easier when the kids are older and my cousins they just want money. Great. Exactly. I'm done.
Even with my cousins. So obviously my mom used to give them gifts all the time. She's not here. So I felt like I should give them at least something. And the last few years, I gave them all gift cards, and I hate doing that because I just feel like it looks like I put no thought into it.
But they appreciate it.
They're all older. They just want money. And I feel weird just putting cash in an envelope and be like, here you go. So I don't know. But this year I actually got them gifts because my aunts told me what they wanted.
Well, I think sometimes what happens too is as they get older, they want more and more expensive things. So
yeah,
if there
that's
is,
also
and
the
there
problem.
is usually, a budget for the gift exchanges and how much we spend on each other's kids. So then it gets to the point where something's on, like even for my kids, it was like there's struggling to find something on a list that somebody can get them within the price range. So then if they give them a gift card or money, they can put towards that bigger thing that they want.
Exactly. Makes sense. Keeping it. I mean, or whatever. I don't know what we're doing with it.
We're keeping it.
We're keeping it. Now, store-specific gift cards. I think this depends on who you are.
Depends on who you are. I love when I can get a store-specific gift card because I don't have to pay an extra $7 for that gift card at CVS.
Oh, the generic one?
Yeah, the American Express, the Visa. They charge you like an extra $7.
See, I never buy those. So, like, I never even thought about that. I always usually buy a specific store gift card.
I mean, I do it, and I'm not trying to sound because I'm, I don't like to be cheap, and I'm not, but it bugs me that I'm buying a $50 gift card and now it's $57.95 for it.
That's stupid. Throw it out.
No, not the store specific.
No, the visas. We're throwing out visas. Beauty or skincare gifts.
I mean, it depends again on what it is. Like if you're giving me a jar of Noxzema, no, I'm not going to love that.
Noxzema. Oh my God, I haven't heard that in forever. My mom used to use Noxzema.
But there's a lot of very expensive skincare now. And I think all the young girls.
I bought you Tatcha.
You did. I didn't know what it was, so you bought it for me.
I was like, no, this is good shit.
I'm not up on that, clearly. But I think from when, like, it's such a big thing now with these little kids, like they're 9-year-old little girls and they're like Sephora, Ulta. So there's so much more emphasis, like Instagram, like, I don't know, maybe people that I'm sitting next to also make TikToks about skincare.
Yeah.
So everyone is so much more into it and seeing it on Instagram and TikTok. And so I think that's become a big thing now. It's not years ago. I think if you just gave somebody like some
like lipstick or something,
that's like, that would be like a stocking stuffer years ago.
Yeah.
Now skincare has become more
expensive.
Yeah. Depending on what the skincare is, it could be very expensive.
So kids gifts that make noise.
Oh God, toss it.
Yeah, I don't need more things.
We would get
noise. If I had a baby that like had a bunch of toys that like all day.
I can remember getting fire trucks and like you only give that to someone who you want to like.
Oh, here you go.
You're little Johnny. Sorry, people.
So tossing that luxury chocolates or candy gifts.
I say you give candy with, and like, so if I, even with gift cards, like I used to try to like put a little something with it if it was a gift card, and I might put some candy with the gift card. So I feel like that's an add-on to the gift.
That's like a little bonus, a little extra.
Right. And of course, I always put candy in the stockings.
Oh yeah, there's an abundance of candy.
But it doesn't have to be luxury.
No. Candle gifts, so Bath and Body Works, this and that.
I mean, I always love a candle.
Very true. I also think it depends on who it is. Like, for you, I'm never going to give you a Bath and Body Works candle and hand cream. I'm like, that's just like it depends on who it is. Like, if you need to like work people, like that's what I think of, like those kinds of gifts. Like if I was very close with someone at work, I'd be like, oh my God, here's like a candle and some body spray and things.
Yeah, probably not immediate family. Or again, like I'll put Bath and Body Works like in Grammy's stocking, like things that I know she would use. But you're saying is like the main gift.
Yeah, like I would never give, like maybe when we first started dating, I would, because like I don't know what you like. I don't like, everybody likes the candle, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But now I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that now. So it depends on who it is.
Agreed.
But yeah, that was our holiday hot takes for gifting. All right. Now we have a stirring the pot that you found.
Yes. So another one of these stories where the folks need to know.
You should read it.
All right.
And we will get our reactions.
So this is, like we said, a stirring the pot gifting story. So this is coming from a husband who tells us that his wife and he have been together for 17 years and they have two young children, 5-year-old and 2-year-old. So they're really small. The problem is his mother-in-law. So we're tying in the old mill to it.
The evil mill. Evil.
It's her behavior around Christmas gifts. Every year she asks for lists, but she ignores them. And she buys whatever she thinks we would want. She also latches onto gift themes for years, like when she bought us towels for 6 Christmases straight and gets upset if we ask her to stop. She's also weirdly competitive. Oh, there's that competitive gift giving. When I surprised my wife with a trip to Japan, she tried to one-up it by bragging about her own gifts.
Oh.
Well, I don't know how you one-up a trip to Japan.
Yeah, right?
Annoying for us, but now it's affecting our kids. 2 years ago, our son was excited about his Santa gift, and Mill got jealous, hit it repeatedly, and kept pushing her gifts on him. Last year, he hid his toys before she arrived because he didn't want her to take them away. When he wasn't excited enough about her gift, she complained. My wife has never loved Christmas. Well, now we know why, because her mother's crazy, and we don't want our kids to start feeling the same. We don't want to exclude my mother-in-law and father-in-law, but we do want to stop the gift drama. So at Thanksgiving, we calmly told them we preferred no gifts from them on Christmas Day. Mill exploded, accusing us of ruining her few Christmases left, and gave us the silent treatment the rest of the night. Am I the asshole for asking my mother-in-law not to bring gifts to Christmas?
I mean, this mother-in-law is kind of an asshole for hiding a kid's Santa gift. That's crazy. Do I think that the mother-in-law should never bring a gift? No, I think that's wrong. You can't tell the grandmother of your kid to not bring a gift because it's just not going to happen.
No, and then you're actually
depriving
taking
your
kids
too.
Gifts away from your kids too. And then I wonder, yes, she sounds like she's a little out there, but was she hiding them or because I know this, like kids can get obsessed. So if they got what they really, really wanted for Christmas, they can get obsessed by that gift. Like that's what all they want to do. Like now they got it, they opened it. Like I just want to go upstairs and play. You know, they're young for video games, but whatever it might be, like I just want to play it. So maybe she thought the kid was so obsessed by his Santa gifts.
To justify this.
She wanted
not justifiable.
Not justifiable, but I'm trying to see if like maybe she wasn't as extreme as they're saying. We don't know, but maybe they should have done this. Like, okay, you had your Santa gift. Now we're going to put the Santa gifts away from now because Grandma and Grandpa are coming. You're going to get more gifts. We're going to spend time together.
Well, yeah.
Because if it's that Santa gift that they really, really wanted and they're so obsessed on Christmas Day because they just got it, yeah, everything pales in comparison at that point.
That's true. But I don't think it's the mother-in-law's place to be like, no.
If that's the way she's doing it, no.
Yeah, but no, I can understand that. That's on the parents to be like, okay, we can play later, but like now we're going to go see everybody else. You're going to get more gifts. So
yes. I do think it's
fine.
Crazy that, so if she got them towels the one year and they loved it, why she would continue to get them towels every year.
Like how many towels can you need?
I mean, depending on what they're doing with their towels, I don't think they should be that destroyed from, 2 years later. So, yeah, I could see having that conversation. But I think maybe it sounds like they're going about having that conversation with her the wrong way. Now, you yourself said, so they said they give her a list. You yourself said you would prefer not to get everything from a list.
Yes.
So it sounds, I'm the opposite, like, tell me what you want, I'll figure it out. Because I want to get you something you want. And if I see something that somebody likes, I'll pick it up along the way. So yeah, I'm not defending her. We're only hearing his point of view.
Very true.
But now his wife saying she doesn't like Christmas, now that's a red flag because does that mean that her mom has made it, but has her mom made it so miserable for her from when she was little around gifts?
Yeah, some childhood trauma.
That's why.
Yeah, that could also be true. I don't know. I feel like we read these stories and we're always like, but I could understand both sides. I don't think the mother-in-law should have took the gifts. I don't think she should have bought towels for 6 years straight.
But I think
I don't think you can top a Japan trip.
No. But I think that whether you're getting the towels or not, you got to figure out, like, you accept them happily, even if you don't want them. But it seems like maybe they're being a little rude with how they're telling her these things.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, I feel like you just have to be able to have a conversation.
She's coming from a good place or she wouldn't get you guys anything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, you just have to be able to have a conversation and like we talked about in an episode, set your boundaries about things. Like, don't take my kid's gift away. I will handle that. But also I should have done it first. Like, you just got to talk about it.
And even with the towels, like, there's probably a way that you could do it with, like, oh, Mom, we've got so many towels now, we don't know what to do with them. Like, figure out a way without saying don't do it.
Yeah.
For her to think like, oh, maybe I should move on to something else.
Yeah. Or you tell her what you do want.
And I don't know. Also, if he could get his wife a trip to Japan, I'm going to say these people probably got a lot of money and they don't need anybody buying them towels. Maybe
that's why they need all the towels, because they have so many bathrooms.
I don't know. Maybe she's getting him one for every.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe she's just like.
And FYI, if anyone's thinking about getting me a trip, I would rather go back to Italy than another trip than ever going to Japan.
On it. Okay. Well, that was our story.
Yeah. Give us your opinions on what happened with them. And if you've ever had a situation where you thought you needed to have a conversation with your in-laws or your own parents about gift giving.
Or even just the holidays, because it's like a testy time for families, I feel like, the holidays.
It can be.
Can be. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for allowing us to give you the gift of ourselves.
She comes up with the cheesiest things. I know.
I have to have them for each one.
And you didn't sing
because all I want for Christmas is you.
Wow!
Thank you. Mariah and I will be touring together.
Are you sure about that? But thank you guys for listening. That was our episode on gifting. And we have another holiday episode coming up, which we're still working on. But
it'll be a surprise to you and us.
It may be a little bit different than what we normally do, but it'll be a lot of fun. And I'll give you the topic. We're talking all about, it's our holiday bake-off.
Yes.
Holiday bake-off. We're not baking against each other. I'm just here to help.
We can talk and bake and...
Talk and bake. And
it'll be our last, so sad, our last, like, during Christmas.
Our last
like, before Christmas
episode.
Is over.
Yes.
So, hopefully we can do that.
Yes. So, stay tuned for that. It'll be out next Tuesday.
And keep enjoying your holiday season.
Yes. Follow us, like us, rate the show. Let us know. Send us your stories. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I put pictures in our fun little YouTube videos. So if you're listening, head to YouTube too. All right.
All right.
Well,
Merry, be on your merry way.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, everyone.